Hey everyone, my name is Olga and I'm happy to see you here in this new video. And today we're gonna try some affordable makeup products from Paese, Essence, Asam Beauty, Gender X Beauty and the Beauty Crop. So take a seat and let's start. We're gonna start our makeup today from the Beauty Crop Dewy Primer. I have some skincare on my skin and I hope that it wouldn't influence the result, because sometimes when you apply some primers over skincare, they may not work. So grabbing a little bit and let's find out. By the way, it smells quite nicely. A bit of strawberry and something else. Well, at least it doesn't peel. It's good. It's quite sticky, so our foundation should stay longer today in place. It's quite nourishing at the same time, but I can't really say that it's super dewy. Yeah, just a little bit, but it's not like dewy or super shimmer. Okay, actually it looks and it works quite nicely. Now we are gonna try this mousse foundation from Asam, and actually I found it last year in an advent calendar from this brand, and we do have quite many products to try today. And I'm not quite sure about the shade because it's not written anywhere. The texture itself is quite nice, at least it seems like, but the shade seems quite dark. It may work for me right now, but in overall I think that it's way too dark. So I'm gonna try to apply it using a brush. Well, it doesn't really work like this. The texture is quite funny, but well. I'm so sorry, but where's pigment? It's not that pigmented, or I should take more. I don't know. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, I will apply another foundation. I mean, by the way, it peels. Oh, gosh. It peels badly. Most likely, I'm gonna apply another foundation because this one just simply doesn't work, and it's not pigmented at all. It just does nothing. Well, it blurs the pores. Well, probably it might be used as a blurring primer. Skin texture seems quite nicely and feels nicely on skin, but it doesn't cover anything, so I don't know. It doesn't really work. Okay, let's try it on this side. Well, it doesn't cover anything. Well, at least... No, it has peel here as well. I don't know. Maybe it's because of my skincare, or it might be because of the primer we've just tried. But I didn't get it. I don't like it. It does really nothing, so... Okay, let's use it as a primer. Why not? And I will apply another foundation in the background. Let me tell you what I've used today as a foundation. Actually, I've used two products. Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin in shade 2W and Note Cosmetics in shade 2. I deeply hate this foundation because sometimes it works nicely, sometimes it works horrible, and you have to play a guessing game, and it's far better to apply it using a sponge. With a brush, it just simply stuck, and you can't really move this foundation. And I've used two concealers today, Manhattan in shade 20 and Essence in shade... I don't know which one. Sorry. Okay, let's move on, and now we are gonna try this beautiful blush from Gender X Beauty in shade Peachy Keen. I'm impressed by this product, and currently 3 shades are available, and I've decided to take the one which is slightly warmer, and I like the texture. It's slightly shimmery, but at the same time it's not metallic. So grabbing a little bit, and I think it looks beautiful. It's quite easy to apply it, and I will probably have to apply it as well over powder, but we'll see. Pigmentation is between average and high, so be careful, but it's so easy to blend it, and it's like cream to powder, so I like such textures. I'm a big fan of such textures, and I definitely like this product. It looks beautiful. And by the way, it doesn't emphasize skin texture because the finish is more satin and it's not super metallic. Now we're gonna try two powders. Both of them are from Paese. Paese, it's a Polish brand, by the way, a nice one. And we have an under eye powder right here, and right here it's just the general powder. But this one is talc free. This one I'm not quite sure about it. Both products are made in Poland, and these products are nice. But a small trick for you, not really a trick, but more a tip. Please don't use a lot of such products because they are white, and you may see white cast on your face. So be careful while applying such products. We're gonna start from the smaller one, and I like the packaging. So at least we can lock it and unlock it, and it's beautiful. So I'm gonna grab a little bit. This powder is quite, I mean, the texture itself is quite thin and silky. So gonna grab a little bit on the brush, and we are gonna start, of course, from the under eye area. Pat, pat, pat. It's not visible on skin and it blurs pores. But yeah, it's slightly light, so be careful in case you have, for instance, medium and higher skin tone. This powder may not work for you because it may appear slightly white. And if you're a makeup artist, please don't use such powders if your client is gonna have a photo shooting, and especially with artificial lighting, because otherwise it may appear extremely bad on camera. So take it into account, please. Or you can use just a little bit of such powders, but please don't do baking, otherwise it looks horrible on camera. So now it's time for the other powder. Grabbing a little bit, taking off extra, and let's see. And let's compare. You see, right here I have something white, so I have to take it off. This powder is also quite nice. These two powders seem quite familiar, but they are not exactly the same, at least from the ingredient list point of view. So with the powders and without. They are not visible on skin. Now we are gonna try Dreamglow Loose Bronzer from M.Asam. I do hope that this product is far better than this one, because this one was horrible. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of this product. I'm gonna take a cup, of course, and making sure that everything is spread nicely. And only then gonna apply the product. It doesn't have any scent. Okay, why not? Yeah, this product is definitely far better. Well, pigmentation is between low and average, and it's okay. These products shouldn't be super pigmented, otherwise you might be in trouble, especially if you're a beginner. Quite easy to blend it. Finish is more matte, as far as I can see, yeah. And the shade itself is quite nice. It's more neutral, and in my case it looks more like a contouring shade and not a bronzer. So I'm gonna grab a little more and gonna layer it, because for my look, for my today's look, it may not be enough. So let's try to layer it. Yeah, works nicely. It doesn't really has orange undertone, or has just a little bit red. Well, just a little bit of red, but the main shade is brown. I like it, and I like the shade and the product itself. As a highlighter, we're gonna have today a product from Essence, Make Me Glow Baked Highlighter. This highlighter is made in Poland, and I'm definitely sure that not each and everyone would like it because it's a nice product for daily looks, but if you prefer something bright, you definitely wouldn't like it. Moreover, this product has slightly visible base, so it may appear as something visible right here. As this product is not super bright, it doesn't really emphasize skin texture, but if you wanna apply a little bit more, well, it may. Just a little bit, but it may. It's quite easy to blend it into skin, and overall it looks quite nicely. By the way, this shade appears in the packaging as something warm, but in real life and on skin it looks like something more cool tone. So I would suggest using it in case of cold and neutral undertones. In case of warm, please be careful. Plus, this product has visible base and it's slightly gray. So if you like it, okay. If you don't like it, it's okay as well. If you wanna apply it brighter, apply it directly on your foundation without any powders. And in this case, it may appear slightly brighter. Now, we are gonna try Star Shine Lip Oil from M.Asam in shade Strawberry. Nice shade. Smells quite strange, but okay, let's try it. Oh, the shade itself is quite nice. And the texture is nice as well. It's not sticky, it feels quite comfortable, and the texture itself is quite thin. But I don't really like the scent and flavor, because it's also quite strange in my personal opinion. But I like the way this product looks on lips. Beautiful. Okay, we'll see whether and how this product works. And now we are switching to the brows, and we have two products to try, again from M.Asam. We have an eyebrow designer in shade brown. It's gonna be slightly dark for me, but it's okay, no worries. And as well, we have a clear lash and brows styler. So we are gonna try two products, and we are gonna start from the pencil. I like this texture, but in my personal opinion, the product itself is too thick and you can't really draw some lines if you wanna. I think that it's way too pigmented. I mean, it is too pigmented. Just take a look. I don't really like such products. I think that brow products should have average pigmentation or low. Or, well, ideally average, because when the product is way too pigmented, it may appear too much. I will try to blend this product. Okay, we'll see how it works. I'm gonna add a little bit more right here. It's way too pigmented. I don't really like it. I don't like it. You know what? It might be used as an eyeliner. And in this case, it would be far better because the texture itself is too soft, so it should work nicely. But as an eyebrow pencil, I don't like it. I don't really like it. It's too pigmented for being a brow pencil. Okay, I'm gonna use something else. I've used a pencil from L'Oreal in shade Blonde. By the way, this product is far better than this one. Pigmentation is around average. It's not super firm, it's not super soft, easy to apply, easy to blend. Beautiful product, especially if you prefer some wax-based products, sorry, because you can't really draw any thin lines. It's not a precise pencil, no. But anyway, I like the shade and this particular texture. So let's try brow styler. Okay, smells like a general eyebrow gel. We'll see how it works. I like the wand. It separates so nicely, but I'm not sure whether this product is gonna hold my brows, we'll see. But it's quite easy to apply this product. This wand is something, it's beautiful. So let's compare with and without. For now, that's fine. For now, I'm quite happy with this product, but we'll see whether it works or not. Eye makeup, and we have this extremely beautiful palette from Gender X Beauty, Daydreams. And when I saw it in a shop, I was impressed. By the way, we do have highlighters here. We are gonna add a little bit more highlight, and I'm gonna use this shade. By the way, such highlighters might be used as some glitters on eyelids, so it's up to you how to use them. I'm gonna grab a little bit and we are gonna add this highlighter right here. Wow! Wow! It's quite bright. And actually I like it. I'm gonna switch a brush and gonna grab a big one, just simply for blending everything together. I'm impressed. I like this product. It doesn't have visible base, it's more like shimmery, and definitely I like that we don't have base here. Oh yeah, beautiful. But I'm not quite sure that we are gonna try all the shades from this palette, so probably I will film some quick tutorials as a part of shorts, reels, TikTok, we'll see. And I will do my best for trying as much as I can, but yeah, I can't be really sure about it. And as well, we have an eye designer in shade Golden Pearl. This shade is beautiful, and I like using side shades in the waterline because in most of the cases they look so gorgeous. Okay, what we are gonna do? I wanna try Win, but I'm not quite sure right now. And I should think about the main shade on the eyelid. So let's combine and let's use this taupe shade on the eyelid. And as well, probably I will add this beautiful shade on the lower eyelid. And in this case, it may work quite nicely. By the way, this palette is a combo or something neutral and cool tone. So if you have cold undertone, this palette may work for you nicely. So let's start. Okay, probably we are gonna use more brown shades today because I'm not quite sure whether I wanna use these shades which contains a little bit of purple. At least probably not today, and we are gonna start from the darkest shade, and let's have Carefree as a darkest shade. So gonna grab a little bit. Wow, it's not dusty. Not dusty at all. So grabbing a little bit on a small brush and gonna start from the outer corner. So good. I'm kind of surprised because pigmentation is quite high. The texture is creamy and it's quite easy to blend this product. Okay, good. Let's switch a brush and I'm gonna use shade Independence, this one, and it's gonna be a crease shade. This shade is slightly dusty, so let's find out. Pigmentation is high. That's why I'm kind of impressed and surprised. And moreover, it's quite easy to blend these shades and easy to layer them, and it's perfect. Now I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush and shade Loyalty, and it is slightly dusty, but just a little bit. And it seems like we do have two textures here. One is better pressed, the other is slightly dusty. So blending everything out and into skin. Time for shimmers, and I'm gonna start from this shade. It's called The One. Gonna grab a little bit. By the way, it shifts slightly from brown to green, so seems quite interesting. I'm gonna apply it closer to the outer corner. And I'm changing the side. I'm gonna grab shade Soulmate and gonna apply it closer to the inner corner. So we're gonna combine two shades today. By the way, these shades are more on glitter side, so they don't really have visible base. Probably you can try to layer it and see the shade, but I'm not quite sure. It's more like they are more like toppers. Looks quite nice and beautiful. Time for the lower lid, and we are gonna probably try these two shades. Why not? I'm gonna start from the darkest one. I'm gonna add it closer to the outer corner. It's a little bit dusty, so taking off extra. And this shade is slightly purple, so it would work far better in case of bold undertone and fair skin. Now I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and gonna add slightly lighter shade and gonna use it on blending the edge as well. It's also slightly cold. Now right here I'm gonna add a little bit of Just Chillin', so it's also slightly purple, but we should check it out just a little bit. It's more like a topper as well. And in the inner corner we should add something else. Let's try to add a highlighter from Essence. If it doesn't work, I will add something else. Well, may work. Gonna add a little bit more. Near the lash line, I'm gonna add our lovely eyebrow pencil, because it should work nicely in our case. So adding a little bit and a little bit in the lash line as well. And in the waterline, adding a beautiful golden pearl shade. Oh yeah, I like it. It's quite soft and creamy and it's easy to apply it. Now I'm gonna draw a wing and inner line, and I'm gonna use the product from Inklet in shade 77. So let's do it. I will finish my eye makeup look in the background, only lashes are left, and now we are back to the lips. Related to the lip oil, it's not bad, but unfortunately I feel some dryness right now. It's not that super dry, but still just a little bit, and it seems like and the product has disappeared slightly from the lips. Okay, happens. I can't really say that it's one of the best. It works nicely, and it might be used as a lip gloss, for instance, but not sure. Okay, we do have two products from M.Asam to try as well. We have a lip gloss, and I'm gonna swatch it to you in shade Golden Star, and as well we have a lipstick in shade Champagne Shimmer. Probably as a final result, I'm gonna use this lipstick, and over it I'm gonna apply a little bit of our lip gloss. So let's take a look on the lip gloss. Oh, I feel mental. Well, I like the texture. It's not super sticky, but still just a little bit. If you don't like plumpers, you wouldn't like this product definitely. Seems quite beautiful and nice on lips, slightly shiny. Well, I can say yes. Lipstick time, and by the way, it's so good. Well, yes, it's definitely shimmery, but I like the shade. It's a nice nude color, a mix of pink and something brown. And yeah, it's shimmery, but at the same time, it's not metallic, because I hate metallic lipsticks. they look not the best. And in most of the cases, metallic lipsticks, they emphasize some textures. So I think that it looks quite nicely. I'm gonna finish everything in background. Oh, I have something on my nose. Okay, I'm gonna finish everything in the background. Gonna show you eye makeup look extremely closely, and we are gonna talk. I'm so in love with the look I have today, and actually the products we've tried today were quite nice. But yeah, there are some exceptions. But before we start our lovely discussion, let me tell you what I have on my lips. I decided to use a lip liner from Natasha Denona in shade Natasha, and of course I've used two products we've tried today from M.Asam Beauty, our lovely brilliant shiny lipstick, and I've applied a little bit of a lip gloss in the center, and I do like this combo. Looks beautiful and slightly, I would say daily, slightly nude. And now let's discuss everything, and probably we will start from M.Asam Beauty. And we are going to start from the product I don't really like and the product I didn't get today. And it was my first try and it was a miss. And it was awful actually. And it's a foundation which is called Magic Finish Makeup Fond de Teint Classique. Um, um, it's horrible. It's really, really horrible. I like the texture. It's a mousse-based foundation, and it's so funny to use it, and it's like a jelly, I would say. So it seems quite nice, but unfortunately, the product it didn't work at all today. Pigmentation, coverage, where is it? I'm so sorry, but it doesn't have any coverage. So it's extremely, extremely low, and it looks more like blur primer on skin. And the worst thing that it started to peel today, so I wasn't able to keep it as it is. Plus, I need to have some coverage, at least right now. And this product just simply does nothing and gives nothing. If you prefer matte finish and if you need something for blurring pores, maybe you can try this product. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure that it would work. Well, moreover, the shade itself is quite dark. It's okay for me right now, but I mean, I think it's too dark. It's way too dark. Yeah, I know that we almost don't have any pigment, but gosh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I can't suggest buying it. It just simply doesn't work. Maybe it peeled because of our primer, but I'm not quite sure about it. I will probably try it one more time, but come on, no coverage at all. So from my side, I'm gonna say no to this particular product. And by the way, when I started to apply a foundation over this product, it was kind of hard to do it. I mean, this product gives you a matte finish and your skin appears slightly dry at the same time. So it's not that easy to apply something over this product. So from my side, it's definitely no. The next product is gonna be a bronzer. Yes, it is a perfect product. I like it. It's quite easy to work with it. Pigmentation is low and it is expected for face products. I mean, for a bronzer and a blush, for instance. Here, it's quite easy to work with this product. It's quite easy to blend it. You can easily layer it. The shade itself is also quite nice. I would say it's more neutral. It doesn't have a lot of orange and a lot of red. It does have a little bit, and it should be the case because it is a bronzer, it's not a contouring shade. And well, I liked it, and it's so easy to work with it. But please take into account that you should be really, really careful while working with such products. Take a little bit on a brush, take a cup, make sure, please, make sure that everything is spread correctly. And in this case, these products work perfectly. I mean, in overall. So yes, I'm gonna say yes to this particular bronzer. It looks beautiful, and by the way, it seems like it slightly blurs texture just a little bit, but it seems like. And by the way, it's a matte version. Yes, I do like it. The next one, brows. Okay, we're gonna start from the pencil. I don't like it. It's super pigmented, and brow products shouldn't be that pigmented. You can use it as an eyeliner, and it would be far better using it as an eyeliner. As a eyebrow liner, pencil, sorry, well, it's way too much. And yes, it's so soft, so creamy, so pigmented, but it might be a little bit too much, at least in my personal opinion. I'm gonna use this product probably as an eyeliner, and definitely I'm not gonna use it as an eyebrow pencil. Sorry. And by the way, it is a long-lasting product, so it's up to you to decide whether you prefer something like this or you don't. If you prefer something less pigmented, just simply take a product from L'Oreal. It works nicely and the shades are amazing. This product, I'm not sure. Sorry, but that's life. Brow gel. I'm gonna say no again because it doesn't really hold the brows. Fixation is between low and average, but I do like this particular wand. It works nicely, it separates nicely, it spreads the product itself nicely, but the product inside is not the best one. I mean, if you have extremely firm hair, it wouldn't work for you, and if you prefer something which can hold the brows, it's not your choice. So in my case, I'm gonna say no to this product as well, but probably I'm gonna use this particular one because I like it and it works nicely. Okay, eyeliner. Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's soft, creamy, quite pigmented. It's quite easy to apply it in the waterline and it's easy to layer it. And the shade itself is so beautiful and it's extremely nice for daily looks and for some events as well. So I'm gonna say yes to this particular liner because it works nicely and actually I like it. Only lip products are left from this brand and we are gonna start from a lip oil in shade Strawberry. This shade looks quite beautiful on lips and moreover you can see the shade on your lips, so it's quite pigmented for a lip oil. It's not sticky at all, it feels nicely on lips, it doesn't leak, but unfortunately it has some scent and some flavor, and I'm quite sure that not everyone would like it because it's not that super nice, I would say. And moreover, unfortunately, I felt some dryness while wearing this product in 30 minutes. So it's not that nourishing. And if you prefer a lip oil which is nourishing, it definitely wouldn't work for you. But, well, it may work as a lip gloss. Lip gloss in shade, which shade? Golden Star. I like it. It is a nice lip gloss. It feels nicely on lips. It's not sticky. It's slightly thick. And if we compare this to texture, I would say that a lip oil is slightly thinner and a lip gloss is slightly thicker. At least I feel it this way. It's quite easy to apply it, and the shade itself is also quite nice. It's a clear lip gloss with a bit of shimmer inside and looks beautiful. And by the way, it is a plumping lip gloss, so take it into account. And if you don't like menthol in lip glosses, probably it wouldn't be your choice. Lipstick. I didn't thought that I would like it. Actually, it is a nice lipstick. It feels nicely on lips, it's slightly nourishing, and it's shimmery just a little bit, but you don't feel scent on your lips. Because sometimes when you apply some shimmery lipsticks, they may appear as slightly scenty on lips. Not in this case. Feels nicely, looks nicely, and finish is more satin versus metallic. And due to this, it looks quite beautiful on lips and it doesn't emphasize skin texture. And the shade itself is also quite nice. It's a nude shade. I like it. And it's a mix of brown and pink. But at the same time, it's slightly warm. So actually, I do like it and it smells So delicious. So delicious. Sorry. Okay, so it smells nicely like candies or something like this. So I'm gonna say yes to this particular product. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about products from Paese, and we've tried today 2 powders, and I like both of them. Just in case if you don't know Paese, it's a Polish makeup brand and it is an affordable makeup brand. They do have some nice products actually, and if you're interested in a review, so let me know down below about it. So we've tried 2 powders and they seem quite familiar, but they are not exactly the same. Ingredient list, extremely different. This product doesn't have talc. About this product, I'm not quite sure, and I think that it does have it. So if you prefer talc-free powders, take the one for the under eye area. The textures are beautiful. They are thin, silky, and the products are not visible on skin, and they don't emphasize skin texture, and they both blur pores, so they work nicely. But take into account that these powders are white, so they may appear white on skin, so you don't really have to use a lot such products, and you just simply need to apply a little bit. If you apply a lot, your face will appear extremely white, especially if you have medium or dark skin tones. They definitely wouldn't work for you. Or you can probably try to apply them, but take into account that your face will appear slightly lighter. And if you're a makeup artist and you work with clients and your client want to have a photo shooting, please don't use a lot of such products, because otherwise on camera your client face may appear extremely pale and white, so please take it into account. You can use just a little bit and it's gonna be enough. Or better, just simply use a translucent powder, and in this case it would be far better. I do like these powders, they work nicely. Now it's time to talk about the Gender X Beauty, and we are gonna start from this lovely blush. I'm impressed. It is so good. The texture itself is quite nice. It's it's a cream powder, I would say, and it's quite easy to work with it. It's quite easy to apply it. It's slightly shimmery, but it's more. It has more satin finish. It's not super metallic, so due to this product doesn't emphasize skin texture. It is easy to blend this product, and I even tried to apply it over powder, and it worked nicely. If you want to apply a cream product over powder, please just simply pat it into skin. Just don't drag, otherwise it would be extremely bad and you may take off your foundation. I like it. I love it. I'm in love. So yes, it is a nice product to try. It's gorgeous. But yeah, the packaging is slightly cheap, but it's okay. It costs around 7.5 euro or something like this. It's definitely yes from my side. I like it. Eyeshadow palette. Yes, I'm gonna say yes, but it does have some drawbacks. So first of all, we have 3 highlighters here, and they are extremely bright. Let me show you the swatches, additional at least. So we have highlighters for different skin tones, I would say. We have a light, medium, and dark highlighter. These 2 shades might be used in most of the cases, I would say. Even if you have dark skin tone, you can probably try to use this highlighter. This one would be far better in case of pale skin and in case you have cold undertone. These highlighters don't have visible base, and it's extremely gorgeous because I don't really like powder-based highlighters which have base and which is visible on skin. It doesn't look that good, and it is easy to apply and play with highlighters, and they appear as additional glitters actually. It's not a level of Diamond Bomb from Fancy Beauty. No, it's something different, but still it looks quite beautiful. And by the way, you can easily use these highlighters as a shimmer on your eyelid. And now we are gonna discuss the eyeshadows. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. We have 8 matte eyeshadows here. These eyeshadows are quite pigmented. They are creamy. It's quite easy to work with them. It's quite easy to blend them. You can easily layer them, and it's quite easy to blend them together. I didn't notice any problems, except that some shades might be slightly dusty, but it's not that bad, especially if we compare these eyeshadows to Colourpop, for instance. Shimmers, and we have 2 formulas here: a topper, 3 shades, and one single metallic shade. These toppers are nice. It's quite easy to apply them. You can take them on a brush, and you can apply them using a brush. But be aware that these toppers don't really have visible base, and it's far better to apply them over something. Or you can keep it as it is, and it's up to you. This shade, metallic one, for sure it does have visible base, and it's quite nice and creamy. We haven't tried it today, but when I did swatches, it was visible, and this shade is quite creamy as well. And it's quite easy to use it, to apply it using a brush as well. Please take into account that these toppers may fall off while being applied. Unfortunately, that's life, but it works like this. So it seems like they might be, so they may fall off, I think, during a day, and it's far better to apply them over something, over an eyeshadow base, or over a liquid eyeshadow, or over a cream eyeshadow. In this case, it should work far better, but they do look so beautiful on eyelids, and I'm impressed. Talking about the shades, now we are gonna discuss this lovely part. I would say that this particular palette is more neutral and cold. We don't really have warm shades here. So let's quickly discuss. These 3 shades are slightly cold. This one has a little bit of purple inside, and it's a mix of purple and gray, and has a little bit of pink for sure. This one, same thing, but the shade itself is slightly lighter and has a little bit less purple. This shade is more neutral, but at the same time, it seems like it is slightly, sorry, mixed. Sorry. This shade is not cold at all. It's more neutral, and it's based on brown, and as well has a little bit of orange. So I would say that this one is more between neutral and warm. Yeah, probably something like this. This shade, purple plus pink, looks nicely, and by the way has a little bit of gray. It looks nicely on eyelid, works nicely. This shade is a mix of brown and gray, and this shade should work nicely in case of cold undertone. This one, it's slightly warm but more neutral, has a little bit of warmness inside, a little bit of orange, but it's not that visible, and would work nicely in case of neutral undertone. This shade is a mix of brown and green, and it shifts slightly, by the way, on the eyelid. This shade is quite simple, it's just simply golden, and as well it's slightly glittery, so it has some big glitters inside. This shade is extremely basic, dark brown, which is slightly cold. This shade is dark brown, which is more neutral. And here we have a just simply light white, almost white shade. And by the way, this I've skipped this shade. It's more like champagne, I would say, neutral champagne. So this palette is quite nice, and I definitely think that it's worth this money. And by the way, it's made in China. And only 2 products are left, the one from Essence and the one from the Beauty Crop. We are going to start from the primer, and it is a nice primer. Actually, it's quite easy to work with it, and it doesn't peel while being applied, but I'm not sure how these 2 products work together, because they didn't work together today. And I will probably try this product one more time, but for now I do like it. It's quite easy to apply it, it's slightly nourishing and it's slightly sticky, and due to this your foundation should stay a little bit longer in place. And by the way, it smells quite nicely as well. So for me, I'm gonna say yes to this particular product. Highlighter from Essence, and it is a nice highlighter, but it's not for each and everyone. It's not that super bright, and it is a nice highlighter for daily looks. And in case you have neutral or cold undertones, it would work far better because it's slightly on skin, at least it seems slightly cold. And in the packaging, it appears a little bit warm, but in real life, on skin, it looks slightly different. The texture itself is quite nice. It's silky and thin, and it doesn't emphasize skin texture. Of course, if you layer this product, it may emphasize skin texture just simply because it would appear slightly brighter. So just simply take it into account. I think that this highlighter is a nice one, especially for daily looks. Yep, if you prefer something brighter, probably you should choose something like this. By the way, this product doesn't really emphasize skin texture unless you apply a lot. So, and it was our last product for today, so let's take a look how our makeup behaves. So, I have my makeup on around 11 hours, and now it's time to check everything out, and we are gonna start from the bronzer, the blush, the highlighter, everything is still in place and looks beautiful, I think. I had to layer the powder, well, for sure I had to do it, and everything is fine, I would say. Brows, I don't like this eyebrow gel. It just simply doesn't work in my case, so unfortunately I'm gonna say no to this particular product. Eyes, eye makeup, unfortunately. Eyeshadows have creased. It's not that bad, but still. And they may fall off, as you can see right here. But it's not that bad. It might be worse. And eyeliner is still in place, so looks kind of fine. So I can't really say that eyeshadows are bad. They are quite good actually. And if you apply sparkles over something sticky, it shouldn't be that bad and they shouldn't fall off. And overall, I think that our makeup looks beautiful. Let me know down below what do you think about the products we've tried today, and have you tried them already or not? If you don't know what to write, just simply leave some emojis and just write an algorithm, and it would help the channel to grow. If you like this video, please don't forget to put a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. I wish you a pleasant day and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Ciao, ciao!